What is going on, everyone? How is everyone doing today? We are here with another Overprime video. Wow, so soon after we get Iggy, it feels like we just got him. We are getting the boy Crunch, another warrior added to the Paragon. If you guys don't know this character, he was another one of those characters from way back when, from the original Paragon. I'm very excited for him. He's coming out. We're getting the patch actually 12 a.m. tomorrow. Technically tonight, tomorrow on the 28th. So the 28th EST, it's going to be 12 a.m. So we're only, what, almost 24 hours away now? Or we're over 21 hours away, I mean. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Crunch. I'm going to go over the notes here. We're going to see what they changed. I don't actually know. Let me full screen this so you guys don't see some sus tabs. I don't actually know what they have in store. In terms of the item changes, so I'm fingers crossed. I know there's going to be a smite change, an award change, I think. No, there is definitely going to be a smite change. I think there's going to be a award change, so I'm excited to see what else they did. Aside from that, I hope something really impactful. Please nerf tanks and make items actually useful. Please, those are my two things. And maybe nerf crit a little bit, I don't know. All right. We're going to go over everything. I don't think they have an update video for Crunch because I was trying to pull it up. Couldn't do it, so we might not be able to see like the intro video for Crunch. That might come out tomorrow. But if you guys didn't see, I went over Crunch, I think, in one of my recent videos when I said Crunch next week. I think that was the video title or whatever. So go check that out if you want to know exactly what he does. We will go over his abilities here, probably. I mean, I'm assuming he's here. If he's in the hero pool too, we might be able to click on him, but if not, we'll just look at his abilities here. Hopefully they have it lined up for us. But yeah, let's go over the patch notes. And if you guys do like the video, please do drop a subscribe and a like to support the channel. You guys are killing it as usual. Just going up in subs, and I really love it. I really appreciate you guys for helping me out very much. Did not think I would get this far this quickly, so I very much appreciate you guys. I'm hopefully going to cover this game in the foreseeable future. I know everyone's all doom and gloom, but I think we'll be okay. We're still in early access. We're still just ironing things out. So hopefully we get some good stuff our way, at least starting with this patch. I hope it's some good stuff. Yeah, we get a cool new skin. I'll probably buy this skin. It's heroic, so I think it's like, what, $10? I'll probably get this skin. I think I'm gonna get it. I'm broke, but I'm feeling it. Not my favorite design. I definitely saw like a better Crunch skin in the Discord. I was hoping they were gonna go with that, but I'm assuming they're gonna save it, but we'll see. So discounted heroes Kallari is getting discounted. Okay. Wait, what? So there's a discount period for heroes in terms of Renar. So they're doing discounted. So that's crazy. I get discounting Kallari because she sucks, but why it's face? I get it. It's just a fun thing. But oh, her gold skins. Oh, it's a huge discount on all these skins too. That's nice. Gideon, Starving Pirate, normal, Born to Kill Murdoch. But I don't even know what that is. 50 Kima. It's like nothing. Cherry Black. I think these are just recolors. Oh, wait, actually, that's $5. I forgot. 70 Kima is $5, $7. So that's actually a lot. Never mind. That's a recolor. There's no Renar change though. Weird. All right. Anyways, dev balance changes. Storm Revolt reloading effect removed in certain situations. Will be hero, but dev comments will be added later. Oh, so they don't have any dev comments. Okay, so this video, it just came out. I guess they're gonna add comments there. They haven't done it yet. Unfortunately, they're just giving us the patch notes, which is good. We're gonna see these changes. I guess we'll make our own comments, guys. All right. So again, we're going into balance now. So let's take a look. Storm and Bullets Q reloading effect removed in certain situations. I am so confused. So what did they do? Mortal shot damage is adjusted. Wait, what? So they buffed it? That's what I'm so confused. What am I looking at right now? They buffed Rev. Was he shit? No, like people don't like him. Now I will say I haven't seen a Rev in years, but the nerf happened like 2 weeks ago. Wait, so they reloading effect removed in certain situations when it comes to a storm of bullets. I don't know what I'm so confused. What am I reading? Okay, guys, someone tell me in the comments what this means. I'm at a loss, but this is definitely a damage buff. Damage is adjusted. It went from, oh, they nerfed it early game, but okay, so I get it. They nerfed his early game and buffed his late game. Okay, I don't think his late game needs buffs at all. I don't think his early game really needs buffs. I think all carries should be nerfed early. I don't know why they're buffing him. Including I think all the carries are still in a spot where early game their damage is still a little bit too high. Even though Twin Blast is the worst carry by far, early game at the very least. Even he, I think there's just carries in this game are just so overtuned. They don't feel like carries. They feel like just you could build them full tank and they'd be tanks. They don't have scale. Like there's no scaling stats in the game basically. Some characters have higher defenses, but in terms of like rampage and stuff, they just don't. Anyways, and then the basic attack speed has been adjusted of, I'm assuming his overall basic attack speed of it's 0.85, so he just got a massive buff, I think. Like I'm pretty sure this is, I'm so confused here on what's going on. It was 0.6, 0.85, I think. It just in general looks like it's a different ability. Anyways, so Faye, let's see what happened to her. So her damage is adjusted. Her damage is nerfed. What's Forest Warning? That's her mana regen. It was nerfed again. Interesting. And the coefficient was lowered from her magic ability. Okay, interesting. So they nerfed Faye even more. I still think she was pretty strong, but there's a Countess. I hopefully see a Countess. All right. Gideon, Dimensional Rift E skills, reset cooldown, bonus on killing enemy hero mood. Oh, I think they should have kept, I kind of like that. I think they should have kept it, because it's not like something that's going to happen. I don't know. I didn't see Gideons ever, dude. I saw like one Gideon in ranked. They're not good. Like they never play well. I think he's a good character. I think he's like A tier, but maybe B tier, maybe A tier, probably A tier. Just in literally impossible to catch. Did good damage, but I don't know, man. I don't think you need to remove this. It didn't really make sense because he wasn't like dropping kills like that, but it's whatever. All right. Her brand damage is adjusted. She got nerfed. What? Okay. 185 to 165 across the board, just like a major nerf in every category. Her coefficient was nerfed. The cooldown was nerfed. What the hell? And her range was nerfed, and her speed. What do they think? So hold on. So you're telling me everyone gets a ward. Kallari's branded useless to the majority, which she already was, and they're nerfing her as a result. It's like shooting a dead animal, like shooting a dying animal, like, or not shooting, sorry, beating a dying animal, not shooting them. That would help her, honestly, put her out of her misery. What on earth is happening here? They're literally just, they're ruining her. What is that? Did they buff her somewhere? They nerfed the speed of the knife? What? Oh my, I need explanations on this change. I really need explanations on this change. She's a noob stomper. Probably. Somewhere in the world. Alrighty, wow. Ooh, the shield's annoying. They keep nerfing his shield. Ooh, that slow is pretty. I think the slow shouldn't be that high, though, to be honest. I agree. The slow is a lot. I don't think it needs that many nerfs. I don't know why this was changed. I think it should definitely be 4 seconds, not 3. It's weird. All right, anyways. Yep, I knew it, bro. I was like, Xena. Wait, hold on. She get a buff? Oh, never mind. She got a buff. They're trolling. They are trolling. No. No way. Oh, okay. All right, dude. They're just buffing Xena again. These are not the changes I expected. Wow, these are definitely not the changes I expected, guys. All right. Hold on. So she got a buff, 0.5 coefficient on her RMB, 10% more damage on her RMB fully charged, which is insane. It's like, why? Leap through time cooldown has been adjusted to 11 seconds instead of 13. That's at max level, of course, but still, Jesus Christ, that's the first ability you upgrade. Her coefficient has been raised. These are people who probably can't play her, dude. She's busted. I think she's S tier. I don't know why they're buffing her again. I think they need to nerf her still. Please tell me they nerfed the distance. Just tell me they did that. Like, tell me they're buffing her like crazy because they nerfed it by half. I would understand these buffs if that was the case, but they probably didn't do that. A good Xena can wreck a team, dude. It's obnoxious. I was playing Xena today like shit, and oh my god, these are some weird changes, man. These are like from people who are like I don't know, they like hate Xena and hate Kallari or something. Or sorry, they love Xena and hate Kallari or some weird thing. Oh, she gets a higher value for the percentage. I think it's 28% shred now. I think it was 21% before. Now it's 28. Insane. All right, cool. Ooh, Twin Blood's got a buff. Let's go. Okay, he needed this early game. No Mercy RMB skills power coefficient buffed. To be honest, it was really the early game that mattered. I think it needs to be higher for a coefficient. I don't know how that's going to scale well. And then his mobility skill was nerfed. I think that the problem really is like there's nothing to make his basics do damage, and he can't keep up in damage. His damage abilities is right click. His grenades are just for slowing. You don't really use that for damage. So definitely needs to buff his right click. I think a little bit more than this. I think just a flat value increase early game would help. RMB skill has been adjusted. Oh, dude, this is awesome. Wait. So this makes it a lot more reasonable early game for Wukong. One of the things I mentioned was that since if you go no stance, it should have a shorter cooldown. They're just buffing it entirely, which is nice because people know how to play them. Oh, they buffed the clone, dude. All right. Oh, it's Wukong only. What's this one? Strike mode range adjusted. Oh, I'm not even gonna worry about this. It was buffed by a meter. I don't know what this means. What's his Q? Is that his slam? Still a terrible ability. They need to fix the actual. Maybe they fixed the system. Oh, what? I don't. Yo, what is this? I don't even. Hold on. Let's go out for Wukong. Okay. But across the board, at least when you get level 9, you'll have a 1 second off your RMB, which is really nice. Early game, which I think he needed, because there was a lot of times where I could have just gotten a kill, but I was like 3-4 seconds off. This is going to help a lot, especially because you're upgrading it first. And on top of that, I'm not going to be upgrading an ability. I'm going to completely skip one. And once I get level 9, I get this maxed. Going to feel super nice with that 1 second off. Maybe like another second shaved off would be nice just to collect kills more, considering you're only an auto attacker. But that's whatever. It's fine. But I'm surprised. I mean, I'm not surprised because I think Wukong's fucking busted just because he can end the game by himself. But in terms of combat, yeah, he's not like the best character ever in terms of combat for sure. I never specified that, but I will say he has some really nice techs that he can do. No stance. But yeah, they do need to fix the stance. This is not a solution to the stance issue. It's still unplayable. Too slow, too clunky, not good enough. You're just basically going to use it to escape every situation. The damage portions of it are still terrible. This is still terrible. And then they buffed the clone damage from by a %. But early game, it's even stronger. Early game, I'm actually shredding with them. Once you get, if you guys don't know, if you want to know hidden tech on Wukong, which I just figured out for some reason, instead of going like Spirit's Fang or damage item first, just go 3 attack speed items, get the 2%. I don't know why I never put 2 and 2 together. I think I thought about it, but I never thought it was actually going to be viable. It is definitely the way to play him. Just doesn't matter, and no power matters. Just rush the attack speed, don't need any power. This is going to facilitate that playstyle way more early game. You get level 6, you're going to have 22% instead of 15. It's going to slap, man. And remember, this is per clone too, and you're going to have a lot of clones just by building attack speed. This is just a direct buff to that playstyle of just rushing attack speed. The clones are going to slap, so that's really nice. Good changes. I don't really think he needed the clone buff at all. I think that was like the part that he didn't need. It's going to take objectives even faster early game. And then this is a good change. I like this one. I think this was necessary because it just didn't early game, you just didn't have it up. So it just kind of sucked, but late game, still the same, basically just 1 second off, which is nice. Also scales a little bit differently when you build full CDR, which you probably don't, I don't remember the build for him, but, and then this just doesn't matter. All right. This is insane. My girl, my wife, this is my #1 right now until Greystone becomes my husband. No, that was kind of weird, but you know what I mean. And then Yin will eventually, Dell and Yin will come out, and I'll be a faithful man to 4 people. But anyways, a skill of illusion invincibility duration was increased by 0.3, or by like 0.3 seconds. Pretty insane, because that's per target. So if you're in a wave, this makes her carry potential even better. Execution illusion skill time of an attack, which adjusted when attacking multiple enemies. This was nice because sometimes you'd get like stuck on like multiple enemies. So this is really nice that they did nerf that, because it was more of a bug. It wasn't really a fix that was necessary, I guess. It was just you kept getting stuck in place. I feel like this is a fix for that, maybe because it's like capped to 1. Maybe it was only 0.2, but it felt a lot longer than 0.2, so maybe the bug might still happen. They nerfed the cooldown on her right click, which was a fucking mistake. They need to reverse this immediately. You guys, again, you guys know who, like, you know, if you guys watch me, you know I love Sarah. I think she's A tier. I don't think she's broken. This is a stupid change. What, 5-second cooldown? Not like what? A 5-second? What is that? What is 40% on that? Someone do the math, please. Tell me right now in the comments below, please and thank you. That's a stupid change. Her ability was one of the shortest cooldowns out there, along with Fang Mao, Grux, right click. Sevarog, I think, beats her. It definitely does beat her. I think Aurora was also tied with her. Like, Aurora might be a little bit less. She might be 5 seconds. But 5 seconds base at level 9 in fucking sane. That's why? Why take a second? That's just stupid. Again, people who don't know how to play her. 18, dude, I literally said today they probably have to nerf the duration of this, and they buffed it. Wow, they are going in an opposite direction. Hey, man, I'm here for it. This is my character. I don't even care, bro. I'm here for it, man. This is a stupid change. Oh no. Oh god, the base damage was nerfed, or was buffed on each basic in her ult. The strongest ultimate in the game that makes you do the most damage per hit in the game. consistently over like the course of the now 18 seconds, now gets a buff of a flat damage of 3 across the board. This isn't a coefficient, so never mind. It is a coefficient. So now she hits way harder. Basically, they just cry. Look, if you guys don't know, I play Kairi Sareth all the time. She hits like a fucking truck. She hits so hard, she literally makes you uninstall the game forcibly. How she is disgusting when she hits, and she just got buffed. 0.1% coefficient, which is massive, by the way, per ult. She got a 3 damage base as well. So she got a base upgrade. She got a coefficient upgrade, which I don't really understand the coefficient in this game. Not sure what it's scaling off of and how much it's going to hit. Again, before it was like 1200. I think it was around 12-ish hundred. I'm curious to see what it's going to be now. When she ulted, at least on a squishy, it was like 1200. I'm curious what it's going to be now. That's insane. That's absolutely absurd. Plasma ball mana cost for Decker was reduced. It's interesting. Yeah, the plasma dome is whatever. I don't know why this is so expensive, actually. Wait, why is this not expensive and this is? This should be way less expensive. Oh, this is nice. This gives her a little bit more laning potential. I wish it was no decrease at all, but I get why you don't want to decrease it. This is a nice change. You can now poke way better. Don't think she needed a buff at all. Oh, dude, her slows of 46%, 30% at level. Whoa, my. Dude, Decker supports Unite. Oh, my God. Wait, what does this mean? Ignition boots, RMB, movement speed upon skill use adjusted. They didn't mention anything. Like, what is this? This is like a fix? Wait, do you get movement speed? Okay, well, I don't know what this was. And then the duration of the bulwark is 7 seconds now. It's pretty cool. They're just buffing characters. Like, why? Okay, I hope Chimera gets some buffs here, because most of these are not okay. This is good. Everything else here shouldn't be buffed. Maybe the invincibility to help her carry a little bit better. Maybe, again, not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure if this is the play. I like these two changes. Don't like these changes. Too strong, but I'll take it. This change is fine. This change is fine. This should be less anyways. I don't know why it's so much. This is a great change. This is definitely something that just you never even thought of doing. Popping it was just like a afterthought. 30% on, like, you know, damage decrease or whatever. Really nice in the support builds that go like, you know, full supporty. This is a massive buff, man. This buff, dude, if you can get a cage off when you put the plasma dome down, 16%, and its max value was 30% at the first level, at level 3. Dude, imagine if the carry comes in lane with a fucking apple, and then the carry has a crossbow, which you should have if you're not Revenant, and then literally the other person is Decker, and then you have the 30% on top of like what, 24%, a 54% slow if they're in the dome. Oh my, or not in the dome. In the well, yeah, in the dome, sorry, not the bulwark. In the dome. Oh my god, GG, dude. Actually, GG. Damage dealt to main target adjusted 80 to 90%. That sounds like a massive buff, actually. Good job, Chimera. All right, might be doing more damage. This is a big thing. His quick swing was terrible. This is a bad ability. They're buffing the damage per target. Damage dealt to other targets other than main target adjusted. This is, again, his quick swing. I didn't know there was a different damage value. I didn't really know him swinging side was the cleave actually, like, had its separate value registered in the skill, because every character has a cleave that's melee. I'm pretty sure. So I don't really know what this is about. They all cleave for less. Orb recovery. Wait, orb of recovery, e-skill amount adjusted. Okay, so we got buffed. That's nice. Not the highest value. Probably should be higher. But this is per stack, right? So it stacks up to 25. It's 0.5 more. That's pretty good. And the duration, yes, dude, this is what I wanted. This is the biggest thing. Duration, also give him a cleanse, but the duration is nice. So it's 3.5 seconds now. I think it should be honestly like 4.5 seconds. I think it should be a bigger window. That's a really, really nice change. So summon Fandom Q wolf size adjusted. It's bigger now. They're buffing Shinbi, dude. I love these changes, man. They're so stupid. Oh man, I know people are probably like, I don't like Shinbi, bro. She was broken. Yeah, don't mess with me, bro. She was absolutely busted. Again, I'm reacting to this in real time, so these are my genuine like reactions to this. I didn't read this beforehand, so it's just really funny to see these changes. I like these Chimera changes. These are good changes. Definitely need. I think they need more than that, but those are nice changes. They increased the size of her wolves. Not that's stupid. You should get rewarded for. They're like making her a dumber character to like reward people who play bad. Like, no, this is a stupid change. Don't buff the wolf size. That was a stupid change. The buff and just buff her mana recovery. That's it. That's all I need. That's all I need. Just buff her mana recovery, and she's a fucking top tier. And just she's already top tier, and she's even more. Just doesn't run into those stupid issues. Wow, this is insane. The cooldown. Wait, RMB's second cooldown. Wait, her light memory, so her dash, second cooldown adjusted. I don't know what this means. Second cooldown has been adjusted from 0.25 seconds to 0.3 seconds. I think this is like her reactivation, right? Because it says her light memory's second cooldown has been adjusted, which means the second cooldown for the ability, I think, was 0.25. It's now 0.03, which means if you can activate this faster, that might fix the air problem where she falls. And I was talking about this today. Dude, they're literally changing everything I was talking about today. That's awesome. Buffed her just damage by 0.1. Again, not necessary. She does an absurd amount of damage. Buffed her by 0.24. Again, with her ultimate, not necessary. Does way too much damage. And buffed her by 0.5, which is, I guess this is fine, but again, not necessary. Wait, oh, per stack? Oh, 0.5 per stack. So she got a base value of 2.4 coefficient and then 0.5. And those other values of coefficient, 0.1% seems to be a lot. They buffed her. Dude, oh my god. Guys, if you don't know, you can blow up people with Shinbi. I feel like she's going to walk in a lane and just kill people immediately. Oh, thank god. Okay. Maybe they're just nerfing some things to 5 seconds. Good job. They buffed Wraith. Oh, dude, this is a massive buff. Just to his ultimate. Wow, he's gonna go invisible every 5. This is gonna be annoying to deal with. When he maxes his ult at level 16, if he can ever get there, that's a massive buff, but still not exactly what he needs. That was a good change. Just rework him. His kit still sucks. This is a good change for the R&B to be more annoying. I feel like we're still not gonna see any Wraith play well, let alone like build properly, but I had a good Wraith today, so what do I know? Damage dealt by the Destroyer Stone has been adjusted so that damage output increases, blah, blah, blah. Yep. So, guys, in the last video, or the one video I made, I thought it was by half. It's not. It's by each player. It goes down by a certain amount, or goes down by half with each player. So it's half of, you know, a player, half by half by half. So if you have 2 players, 600, 3 players, 300 each. So if 3 players take Destroyer Stone, you're not doing 300 damage per Destroyer Stone. I see something about Teardrop. Okay, I'm curious. Anyways, the total damage is divided into shared number of ally heroes who own it. I'm glad they specified this because I didn't know what the fuck it was. 1/n, and people figured that out. I'm like, how the hell do you guys know that? I don't. How did you? What is 1/n? It's like Newton's law. Like what are you guys talking about? Yeah, apparently it was the number of characters that had it. So I was an idiot. But yeah, it's by half. So if 2 people take it, basically it'll be 600, which usually would be 2 people who take it. That wasn't like high end. So again, you're going to see less people take it. At least I feel like 2 is going to be the max because you're going to have to time it well. I still feel like the Soul Laner should probably take this, and I'm going to take it as Wukong, hopefully, if my jungler doesn't want to, you know, kill me afterwards. But it is going to affect the early game a little bit, so definitely should make it so they get less farm if they're in lane or something. Some things that change. Definitely not the solution, but it's not. I don't think it's a bad change. I think it helps. It's just not the solution. People are mad about griefers, but again, if someone walks in mid and starts feeding, you're still going to get griefed no matter what. You know, you're going to clear the jungle slower, but it's not that big of a deal. You know, whatever. Just play a character who can clear fast now, I guess, just to avoid trolls if that's your biggest worry. But anyways, damage plus 10 plus damage equal to 2.5% magical power. Magical power equal to 2% of target's max health every 3 seconds. Now it's 5 plus damage, so it's a less base value, equal to 3.5%. So you're rewarded more for having more power, plus magical damage equal to 1.7 of target's max health. So this is a problem, by the way. This is why I said that even tanks could build Teardrop and benefit. You do about like 234 damage with no magical power. Because it also scales off their health. So it scales less on their health and scales more on your power, which rewards mid laners, basically, from having it more. And it doesn't reward supports as much, basically. Because the more power you have, the more damage it does, and it scales less based on health. I'm glad they nerfed it. They probably need to nerf it more, and the gold cost is still too high. I feel like supports are still going to build this item. It's still good for supports. They're still going to have power. It's just not as good for scaling. So worse against tanks with health, you know, and just in general. But I think this balances it. Like this technically makes it stronger, but I will say the base damage is lower, which is whatever. Which is fine. But it's 3 ticks of 1% extra damage. If you're full power, This might actually be a way higher value. I'm not entirely sure. This is going to need some testing. The 0.3% loss for the health scaling, per health scaling, might not matter if it's 0.1% for based on your magical power for each magical power or whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm curious. It might still be a damage loss, but we'll see. The cooldown was adjusted. Good. Watcher's eye duration adjusted. What's Watcher? Wait, hold on. Oh, wait, was this the gem? No, this is the... Wait, what? I'm so confused. What? Oh, the duration was changed to 3 min... or 2 minutes. Okay. So they nerfed the cooldown to 90 seconds, but they buffed the duration. That's cool. I like that. Added an option to expand quick battle matchmaking search regions. What? Oh, that's not something I care about. Fix an issue with the signal board. Fix an issue with the scope operation sound effects for Iggy and Scorch another friend firework. Fix an issue with Quickshop UI wouldn't appear. An issue with Belga's shoulder motion. It was exaggerated. Someone mentioned about her shoulder. Okay. An issue where the toast message and sound would not play when the player entered via auto matching. Okay, interesting. All right, well, that's pretty. Oh, that's the sound. I think when you're alt tabbed, it'll help now. All right, well, that's the patch notes. I thought they said item changes. I swear they said item changes. I guess not. I'm excited for Crunch. These are only character changes, and some of them just don't make sense, man. I have to say, they're so funny, but so ridiculous. Like, they buffed Rev's late game, which doesn't make any fucking sense, but they nerfed his early game per shot, which is super interesting. So I wonder how his early game is going to be with the 5% loss. I think he's still going to be really good early, but I never thought he was broken. I just think he's good. But his late game being buffed is just kind of funny. Like, why? He's just going to hit harder. Ah, Jesus Christ. This is the first ability upgrades. Oh, it's interesting. The attack speed, I don't know. This just increased the reload speed permanently. That's pretty interesting. Faye got nerfed decently. Gideon got nerfed a little bit. Kalari getting nerfed was fucking hilarious, bro. Wipe your tears, Kalari lovers. I'm sorry, Jaxie. Steel got nerfed a little bit. Xena got buffed like fucking crazy for no... Oh, I didn't even see increased base shield amount. I didn't even notice this. So she gets a little bit more shields. Doesn't matter. Still bad ability. Buff it. Make it not skill off of magical power. But it will be a lot if you can hit a lot of people, regardless. It still is. It is a lot if you can hit a lot of people. She also got damage on both of her abilities coefficient-wise. These just are probably still going to be bad abilities, but we'll see. They spent like 3 patches nerfing her, and now like they're buffing her again, which is just kind of funny. I don't know. I just thought that was hilarious. I don't think this is necessary. I think she needs a nerf on her R&B still. They never solved the issue of her R&B still being broken. I know people might say, but she's fine now. Like, no. Or she's in bed. Like, no, dude. Her R&B was still broken. I abuse her in ranked. I play her to carry. This is just making her better. I'm starting to think carries are not even carries anymore. Twin Blast got a little bit of a buff. Wukong got a little bit of a buff, which I think we're fine. I think Twin Blast still needs a little bit more for his early game if he wants to keep up, but I think all carries should be nerfed anyways because, again, they don't feel like carries. They feel like just walking fucking statues. They can just do a lot of damage still and still be like decently tanky, whatever. Also, get rid of shields, add breach. Seraph got a way too many good changes. That I love it, but it's not warranted. Decker got buffed, which I like some of these, but I don't understand why. It makes her a way better support, but it's just kind of funny. I think Decker was fucking phenomenal. I think she's S tier easily. I love Deckers. They're so good. Having a good Decker is amazing, especially because she has that cage that just keeps people in place. Her zone denial is absolutely astounding. And people undervalue it because they just like, oh, they like healing or oh, they like shields. It's like, no, they're, you know, Muriel's great, but Decker is so good too. Like, I will say Muriel's better, but Decker is close. She's very close in my opinion. She does a lot of things Muriel can do. So, Shimmy got way too many buffs. Nerf all of them. The stupid buffs. Wraith got a buff, which is really good with his ult, but that's still not going to solve the issue. But I like that. And then, yeah, that's it. That's all the character changes. And then we got Destroy Stone, of course, which is really nice. I'm excited to see that. Watcher's Eye got a really nice buff there with the duration, which is really nice. I thought the cooldown was, you know, buffed, whatever. Again, they nerfed Kalari, but which was funny. And then they did this. It's like, yeah, you offset it, but it technically lasts longer. So it's interesting. I guess destroying it's more important now. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, guys, that's it for the patch notes. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm very excited for this character. Yeah, and you guys know my thoughts for the changes. I don't have to make a thoughts and opinions video. You guys understand how I feel, so not really a lot there. I wanted to look at the introduction for Crunch, but we can't see it, so unfortunately, whenever they decide to update these. I'm curious to see the dev notes though. So maybe we'll, I don't know. I mean, you'll probably see if you guys watch my stream. Just check me out whenever I'm live. I'll probably just pull it back up and look at the dev notes. I'm curious to see what they wanted to say about it, because a lot of these changes are just kind of weird, especially the character changes. So I want to understand. Also, no item changes, which was disappointing. Again, I'm still, please nerf tanks, bro. This character's gonna be beast though, I can tell. I hope he's not like glitched or nerfed or bugged or whatever. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys tomorrow at 12 a.m. probably. If I go live earlier, it'll probably be with Pred, but I doubt it. But yeah, it's likelihood. I've been wanting to play, so. But I'll probably be too excited for the patch anyways. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12. Peace.